Well, we've been enveloped in this Kendrick and Drake beef, but somehow a new beef has emerged,
Yep.
and I'm quite confused by it. I have to be honest.
Well, we've got to be equitable in the way that we discuss these things. And I think that it's really important that we spent multiple episodes talking about Drake and Kendrick Lamar and friends,
Absolutely.
because there were other
And
people
friends.
involved.
And ops.
Friends and ops. Um, so it's only fitting that when there's rap
Other beef.
among the women, we should discuss it. I mean, we have in the past.
Absolutely. Yes,
Um,
we have.
my only concern is when there's no music. I don't like to get too, as you said, enveloped in in beefs that don't involve music. I just feel like
Right.
at that point it's none of my business. So this is kind of half that, half not.
Yes, yes, it is. Yes,
But let's talk about it
it is.
because
It is half a beef, apparently.
right, because we've been speaking a lot about the men and what they have going on. There's been a lot of Big Three talk. There's been a lot of Rick Ross talk. There's been a lot of talk about a lot of the guys. So let's talk about, what's going on in the female rap streets.
Well,
They are
Sukihana.
rappers, right? Like Sukihana is a rapper. I'm sorry, I don't know her music. I just know that she
Yes,
was on Love and Hip Hop of some city.
got it. Yes, Sukihana.
Hmm.
Um, she has a track
Let
called
me clear my throat.
Yes. Sukihana has a
If y'all
song.
wanna party like we do, if y'all wanna party like us, let me hear you say
Uh, 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 uh,
ah.
uh.
All right,
All
sorry.
right. Sukihana got a song that I guess is coming out. I don't see it on the streaming platforms. Maybe it's on YouTube. Let me see. Hold on. Let me check it.
Hmm.
Yeah. The song is called Cocaine.
Yep,
And the song seems to be dissing JT from the City Girls.
yep. She mentioned Ice Spice too. Where is Ice Spice?
Ice Spice, I don't know, probably chilling in the Bronx collecting checks.
Did Ice Spice disappear? Is it me or has Ice Spice been quiet?
I ain't heard from Ice Spice since Lotto dissed her, you know.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Wow. Where is Ice Spice? Does anyone know? Have you seen her?
Tell me, have you seen her?
Yo, listen, bring Ice Spice back. Ice Spice got some bops. She shake it like jelly, showing her panties.
You just throwing out the lines in any order?
I remembered them in that order, so you know.
Well, we appreciate you even remembering them. Now, Sukihana. Sukihana says JT is an addict, a thief, and a woman who's jealous because Ice Spice want to smash her dude. JT took to Twitter to say, I don't know what's going on, but lady, I ain't never had a problem with you. I've always been supportive of you. And truly, I don't know what's on your biscuit, but uh, you should chill out. I'm summarizing, I'm paraphrasing. Those are not JT's words. JT said several things in tweets. Uh, do you want me to read them? I feel like no, right? Okay, great. Okay, awesome.
No, because I just feel like, first of all, a lot of it is redacted because of the language that was used. Also, maybe we just don't. Accusing someone of being an addict is pretty serious. Um, I don't understand what's happening with some of these beefs, and I'm not necessarily talking about the men. I feel like a lot of times they get into these back and forths, especially back and forths that land on Twitter, and half the time one of them is saying, "I didn't know we had a problem."
Yep.
Where's the disconnect? First of all, no, not where is the disconnect. Who is out there running their mouth? Because clearly someone is bringing and carrying information that makes these women think that somebody was talking about them.
I don't know.
They need to use like a better messenger or something, or whoever Drake used.
Well, not really, because Drake said me and Pluto never really had a problem. We ain't never really even been through it.
Oh yeah, sometimes you guilty by association. You mess with Pluto's friends. Okay? You mess with
Right.
people that Pluto liked a lot. And this Pluto album that's supposed to be coming out this
Mixtape.
week, mixtape, because that's the whole thing. This Pluto mixtape that's supposed to be coming out on Friday may as well be about his friend Drake. Who knows? We don't know. We'll see. We'll discuss it when we have more information on that. But yeah, I just feel like where are these? I'm not gonna compare it, but I do want to know where some of these conflicts came from. Like, why does your opponent think that y'all don't have beef? what what is what's going on? Like, who is feeding people? Who is feeding these women this information? Because a lot of times it feels like it turns into a clusterfuck from nothing.
Um,
Maybe
I
I'm wrong,
think
but
I had like five responses right there. I think that I think a couple things can be happening, right? Number one, it could very well be a one-sided problem, right?
yeah.
It could be that even in the Drake and Kendrick thing, right? It seems like for some reason Kendrick really does not like something that Drake did. We don't know what, but it seemed like he really didn't like something that Drake did maybe a long time ago, right? And I think that can happen where Drake is kind of saying like, I don't know what's up with you, man. I even tried to put you on a song. I don't know what's up. Which that's one way, right? Where it could be a one-sided problem where perhaps Dash did something that JD didn't like and it never was discussed.
Mhm.
And suddenly there's a diss track. That's one thing I see as a possibility.
I
Another
would
thing is
never
I
write a diss track against you.
thanks. I wouldn't write one against you either.
I
Not a
just
diss
want to
track.
be clear because I would lose.
Yes, you would. Sorry.
Now, I'm a pretty good writer, but I'm not a
No,
rapper.
but listen, all my enemies would help you like they did with Future and Drake, you know.
Oh, I've got to tap into some of your enemies, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Holler at all the producers who, anyway. Um Let me chill, because then it'd be BBL Drizzy, you know.
BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy.
Um, I think another possibility is people lie, right? I think it's very possible that people know there's a problem,
Oh, yeah.
but instead they play the court of public opinion.
Like, I
They
don't
go up
even know what
there,
happened.
right? They go up there, they go on Twitter,
Mhm.
on Instagram, on social media, and they say, "Oh man, I don't know what's going on. I don't know
You
why
have a
I
problem
don't
with
know
you.
why I don't know why Zendaya said something about me. I don't understand. I've always spoken very highly of Zendaya, knowing that I just did a whole review bashing her movie that she's the star of, right? Um and I think when you talk about things in the music industry, so many things happen behind the scenes that don't happen on public platforms
Mhm.
that is very easy to tell the public, I never did any of those things. I don't know what they're talking about. Knowing good and goddamn well, you know what happened, right?
Yeah.
Like, Drake know he smashed a lot of people's women,
Yeah.
right? So he acting like he don't know why people are mad. You have women in common with lots of these dudes.
Hmm.
Clearly, a lot of these men have beefs over women. Clearly, right? Uh, I don't know the case with these women specifically, so I'm trying to answer in a general way. But I do think it's possible that a lot of things happen in the industry behind the scenes,
Yeah.
and we don't know about them. So it's easy to tell the public, man, everything was good. I actually just saw them in Atlanta at a show and it was all love. But it probably wasn't all love.
Probably
There
was.
probably was a fight we didn't hear about, an
Mhm.
exchange of words we didn't hear about. Even look at the Usher and Chris Brown thing, right? When it happened, it was this big thing of, hey, looked like Usher and Chris Brown had a fight. We can't confirm, but multiple sources are saying there was an incident and somehow Tiana Taylor was involved. And then right after that, both parties came out and were like, man, we love each other. There's nothing going on.
We're just,
Everything is all good.
yeah, I don't know
That's
what
the
you guys
bro.
say. Yep. Well, I do think that's true, and I think there could be lying on both sides too. I think
Of
that
course.
you could be on the the side of like a Sukihana who's, you know, clearly confronting her through a verse, and maybe it's just somebody you've seen, or maybe she's just somebody you um you just don't care for. Like they're just people that we don't vibe with, whether we met them or not. People who we see, like there's even just celebrities, like because we're regular people, right? But there's people we see out in the world and we don't really care for them. Like we don't have an affection towards them. We don't have any sort of affinity for them. So we'll kind of stay away, or we may even be inclined to say negative things about them because we just don't like the energy doesn't match there. And it could be that too. It could be like, oh well, I don't something about her vibe I just don't like. And now here she is. She said one thing that set me off or triggered me or whatever, however you want to say it. And now I'm putting something about her in a rap. I don't know. Like I really don't know, and I'm sure that people will comment. And please do let us know if there's something else that happened between them in the past. Tell us. But I guess my frustration is always like Sukiana. I think did the right thing. She put it in the music. Um, JT did not. That's why I didn't want the tweets read because I just feel like if you're gonna say something back in the music. I just feel like y'all take it out of the music and then it becomes this thing where now we gotta worry that y'all go to the MTV Awards or something and you cross paths and now we're having a conversation about how there was a scuffle backstage. So and I think that's true on the men's side of things and the women's side of things. I don't listen.
Yeah.